Now on Good Morning Northwest, Hurricane Melissa devastates Jamaica as one of the strongest Category 5 storms on record. The Prime Minister declares the entire island a disaster area. Now the hurricane barrels into Cuba. We have the latest on the damage assessment.
And we are waking up to rain across the inland Northwest this morning. We'll show you what you can expect for your morning commute and the rest of your day.
Spokane's toughest camping ban is now in effect with stricter penalties for people living on streets. Police must now offer treatment or issue citations that could lead to arrests. How the new rules change enforcement. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Glad you're with us. I'm Robin.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Wednesday, October 29th. We want to get straight to some breaking news as the people of Jamaica emerge from shelter this morning to address the damage caused by Hurricane Melissa, which devastated the island nation as a Category 5 storm.
Jamaica's Prime Minister declared the island a disaster area and warned of significant damage to hospitals, homes, and businesses. Hannah Joy tracking the storm's impact from the Breaking Now desk.
Yeah, Robin, it has just been reported that Hurricane Melissa is now a Category 2 storm. Officials say close to 15,000 people spent the night in shelters across Jamaica. Power is out to nearly 80% of the island, and crews are just starting to assess the damage. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says hospitals, homes, and businesses have all been impacted. Recovery efforts are underway.
Jamaica's gone through what I can call one of its worst periods.
Despite how powerful this storm was, gusting up to 185 miles per hour, no deaths have been reported so far. Officials have not even checked if everybody at this point is even alive. Here's a live look at Jamaica this morning. You can still see some leftover clouds and debris, but not the full scope of the damage that communities are waking up to. Melissa has moved from Jamaica and has made landfall in Cuba. We'll keep tracking its movement and the impact across the region. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Anna, thanks. Let's get over to meteorologist Matt Gray, who's tracking the path of this storm now, heading towards Cuba, Matt.
Yeah, and actually now beginning to exit the nation of Cuba here this morning, and the worst of the storm has passed. It's certainly still going to be quite impactful weather across the southern parts of the Bahamas here as the storm continues to make its journey across the Caribbean here in the coming hours. It will remain in that kind of Category 2 status here as it continues to accelerate, pick up speed, and then track off into the Atlantic away from most areas, although we could see some storminess in the Bermuda area kind of heading into a couple of days from now. But the kind of the worst of Melissa, thankfully, has passed, and now what will be likely a very long recovery in these areas will begin. Right now in Spokane and in Coeur d'Alene, we are dealing with some wet weather here this morning. You can see that there's a lot of drops and it's a little difficult to see on our camera here in Coeur d'Alene. We're at 42 in Lake City. We're at 42 in Spokane as well, but the rain has stopped here, and that is likely it for us for wet weather today. So the rest of the day, don't have to worry too much about soggy conditions. You can see how fast this line of showers is moving around the Palouse. As we head later into your morning commute, things are still going to be on the wet side. And as you can see here, we still got plenty of rain. It is coming down really good in Coeur d'Alene. You can see these areas in this red color signifying heavy rain from downtown Coeur d'Alene all the way up into the Silverwood area. So give it about another 30 to 45 minutes and we'll start to see the rain begin to dissipate just like it has over in Spokane County. We'll take you through the rest of your week and then look at your Halloween forecast coming up.
Continuing coverage now of a shooting in the Logan neighborhood. Police arrested a second person suspected of murdering Sean Cranford. 19-year-old Marius Velasquez was arrested in Olympia Monday. He's accused of killing Cranford on October 17th following a dispute over a car title. Police previously arrested Zachary McGriff for the same murder. He is in the Spokane County Jail, held on murder and robbery charges. Detectives are asking anyone who may have video of the shooting to share it with them. You can reach out by calling Crime Check. Here's the number, 509-456-2233.
Spokane's new citywide camping ban is now in effect. The council passing the Safe and Accessible Public Spaces measure Monday night. It allows officers to enforce stricter penalties on people camping on streets and blocking public property. The new rules go even further than the camping ban passed back in June. People can no longer just move to a different location to avoid trouble. Police now must give 2 options: treatment or a citation that likely means an arrest.
The city council can pass whatever they want, but if you're our city mayor and our chief of police won't enforce it, it's no good.
Spokane police plan meetings to discuss guidance with officers, but haven't shared how exactly they plan to enforce this new law yet. Spokane Mayor Lisa Brown is holding a press conference this morning starting at 9 a.m. about this. We'll be there, and you can stream it live by downloading our streaming app KXLY Plus for your connected TV. Well, the new camping ban also gives park rangers clearer guidelines on how to handle illegal camping.
However, Spokane Parks and Rec says its ranger team is spread thin as it only has 4 people trying to keep more than 80 parks in our city safe. The department says the proposed Together Spokane initiative would help address that. The proposal is a joint effort between Spokane Public Schools and Spokane Parks. It consists of 2 separate ballot measures, a $200 million school bond and a $240 million parks levy. If both pass, the Parks Department would be able to quadruple its ranger team.
This would absolutely be a game changer for us to be able to branch out into all of the parks and communicate with the community, see what their need is in these areas. We don't get to spend a lot of time in a neighborhood the way we are right now. It's more coming in, dealing with the issue, and then leaving to the next neighborhood.
The additional rangers would be split up into teams of 4 across Spokane, giving each region its own precinct. The department says this will give neighborhoods the attention they need and help keep the team at Riverfront Park more focused on downtown.
Ballot boxes are now open around Spokane. If you'd like to drop off your ballot before Election Day, there are 27 boxes all throughout Spokane County.
And if you need a ride to the ballot box on Election Day, Lime has you covered. Lime is providing free scooter and e-bike rides so you can make sure to get to your drop box before the polls close. Riders can use the code VOTE2025 in the Lime app for 2 free 30-minute rides to any of the 27 ballot box locations. For a full list of those sites, go to KXLY.com/forthepeople. And those Lime scooters and bikes will be put away for the season pretty soon, so
On it.
Take advantage. It's now 6:07.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray, taking a live look outside this morning. Got those watery, rainy conditions.
Yeah, the windshield wipers on in North Idaho if you're up and early, about to head out the door this morning. As you saw in Post Falls there, the rain stopped in Spokane, so it won't be too long before we can have some calmer morning commute conditions everywhere in the region. Take you through your Wednesday coming up.
President Trump remains blocked from deploying National Guard troops to Portland after a federal appeals court agreed to hear the case. What this means for the Trump administration's enforcement plans.
And the Middle East peace deal faces collapse after the deadliest day since the ceasefire began. 91 are dead, and both sides are pointing fingers where this crisis leads. It's right after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now weather is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
Rain or shine, day or night, good weather always reigns at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. No matter the weather, winning is better. Your 7-day forecast calls for fun at the Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Coeur d'Alene Casino, winning is just the beginning.
This winter, experience the ultimate rock Christmas tradition. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting the Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. Friday, November 21st, Spokane Arena. Tickets on sale now at ticketswest.com. Don't miss this season's most exciting concert experience. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert.
It's here, the Red Tag Model Year-End Clearance Event. On now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake. Save thousands with factory discounts and clearance pricing. New travel trailers from $15,990. Fifth wheels from $39,990. Motorhomes from $89,990. Shop the Northwest's largest pre-owned RV inventory. Prepped and ready to go. Free parking, free admission, free food Friday and Saturday. The Red Tag Model Year-End Clearance Event. On now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake or online at rnrrv.com.
The purpose of a city council is to represent its residents, to improve community life, and to guide city operations for the benefit of its citizens. So, how's your Spokane City Council doing? Our elected officials have forbidden police to stop public camping on our streets. Kate Tellis is also against enforcement. But Alejandro is for stopping criminal activity on our streets while offering real help to those in need. So please, vote for Alejandro to restore our safety.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks, like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
It's the final days of Chevy Truck Month. Get 2.9% financing for 72 months on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
In celebration of Veterans Day, 4 News Now and BECU would like to honor those who've served our country. Go to KXLY.com. Submit a photo and a short write-up on a veteran or military member. 4 News Now, honoring our heroes. Brought to you by BECU.
At 6:11, here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. It is the deadliest day in Gaza since the beginning of the ceasefire with Israel.
Israeli strikes killed at least 91 people overnight, including dozens of children. The strikes came right after Israel accused Hamas of killing a soldier and staging the discovery of a deceased hostage. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu instructed the military to carry out immediate, powerful strikes in the Gaza Strip. The U.S. was notified of the decision to carry out the strikes in Gaza.
The U.S. military carried out another round of deadly strikes targeting alleged drug trafficking boats, this time in the Eastern Pacific Ocean. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said U.S. forces launched 3 strikes Monday, hitting 4 boats and killing 14 people on board the vessels. It marked the first time multiple strikes were conducted on the same day as part of the Trump administration's accelerating campaign against alleged maritime drug smuggling. So far, the operations have destroyed 14 boats and killed 57 people.
The appeals court that paved the way for President Donald Trump to deploy National Guard troops in Portland says it will reconsider its decision. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals agreed to an en banc rehearing where the new set of judges will be assigned to consider this case. The original decision was made by a 3-judge panel, but the en banc panel will have 11 judges. A date for this hearing is not set yet.
And President Trump is addressing the idea of his running for a 3rd term as president. He told reporters on Air Force One it's, quote, pretty clear the U.S. Constitution does not allow him to run. House Speaker Mike Johnson said Tuesday that he had spoken with Trump about the possibility of seeking a 3rd term, but he sees no path for it, as any change to the Constitution would be well after President Trump has left office. Trump has joked about running for a 3rd term, and Trump 2028 hats are on display in a room near the Oval Office.
And it's time to plan your day. Rain going to be clearing out here, if it has not already, very shortly in our region. Then for the afternoon, sunny, seasonable conditions. It'll even feel a little warm as we get up into the 50s, but clear skies mean chilly mornings this time of the year. We'll start to feel that chill later this evening.
Good Morning Northwest time right now, 6:13.
The World Series is deadlocked this morning. Toronto made a stunning comeback win over the Dodgers. Game 5 tonight determines who controls the championship. Stakes couldn't be higher. Game 4 highlights coming up.
And are you looking for a Halloween destination? Well, check out this spooky spot that's taking decorations to another level. This is out in the Indian Trail neighborhood. We're giving you a closer look and tell you about the musical surprise awaiting you come Friday night. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Anxiety, depression, trauma. They're hitting students harder than ever. But now Spokane schools and doctors are bringing help right to campus. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. I'll show you how this resource is becoming a lifeline for families. Tonight at 6 on 4 News Now.
Celebrating 80 years in business with discounts for the decades. Up to 80% off store-wide and new furniture collections. The Tin Roof, locally owned, locally loved since 1945.
It's time for 4 News Now, Coats for Kids. Drop off new or gently used coats at any of our sponsored locations. We'll bring them to Alsco for professional cleaning, then get them out to local children in need. Donate Coats for Kids through October 31st.
Share the warmth and do good this winter. Buy a gently used coat for a child at Goodwill and donate in store. Or bring in a newer gently used coat. Every donated coat helps a child stay warm this winter. Together, let's change lives and keep lots of kids warm this winter.
Escape to Mistaqua Casino Hotel, just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Enjoy the region's only non-smoking casino, featuring exciting ways to win, delicious food options, and a beautiful hotel to book your next getaway. Relax, rejuvenate, and discover more fun with our hotel amenities, including a sparkling pool, modern fitness center, and a convenient ski locker room designed for guests heading to the slopes. Plan your perfect staycation and book today at Mistaqua.com.
Hey everyone, it's Zap
from Mainstream Home Services. Just $25. That's all it takes to get your furnace tuned up by Mainstream's licensed pros. What a zap-tastic deal. Restore your furnace to factory fresh condition and stay warm all winter. We're open every day and honest every time. Give us a call at 866-411-ZAP. Mainstream. Solutions, not surprises.
Bacon! I need bacon! Not bacon! Not bacon! Not falling for that again. Squirrel? No time! It's meaty. It's tasty. It's bacon! Nom 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 nom. I love you. I love bacon. I love you. I love bacon.
Spokane Municipal Court Judge Mary Logan claims to be dedicated to justice and service for our city, but her court has been a revolving door of catch, release, repeat, with repeat offenders arrested and released 13 times, 9 times, 16 times. But former prosecutor Lyndon Smithson is committed to hold repeat offenders accountable. He'll restore our confidence and improve public safety. So vote Lyndon Smithson for Spokane Municipal Court Position 2.
Celebrating 80 years in business with discounts for the decades. Up to 80% off store-wide and new furniture collections. The Tin Roof, locally owned, locally loved since 1945.
4 News Now is brought to you by Horizon Credit Union, proud sponsor of the Extreme Team.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
It is now 6:17. Look at these sweet, generous folks. There are just a few days left in our Coats for Kids drive, and there is time that you can still help kids stay warm this winter. Yesterday, Coats for Kids received a generous donation from these sweet fellas at the Camaro Club of coats, hats, and even some cash so that we can do some shopping. Natalie and I helped pack up all of the coats. They will be cleaned, then taken directly to distribution sites.
And you can still donate through Friday. All you got to do is drop off your coats at a nearby Papa Murphy's, Fred's Appliance, STCU, and Goodwill locations. We got a graphic here to show you with all that. You can even visit Chris Crocker tomorrow night. She'll be live at Fred's Appliance at 5 and 6, collecting more coats for kids in our community.
Yeah, thanks to Barry and Craig and crew. We really appreciate that. Hey, and we have another spooky spot for you to visit.
There we go.
There we go. And you know what? This is actually where we were yesterday up at Barry's house at 6811 North Greenwood Boulevard. The Camaro Club fitting with the garage there, the spooky, fiery garage. This is elaborate as itself, but come Halloween, they put up a skeleton band in the front yard with music and the whole deal.
Oh my God, and they said they get like 200 some odd trick-or-treaters up there, and they're hoping to get even more this year.
That's a lot of candy.
It's so much candy. Oh my gosh, but yeah, definitely worth a check out.
We've seen some cool places. We got 2 more days, so if you have a spot that you've really decorated to the hilt, tell us about it. We'd love to come check it out.
For sure.
Yeah, we want to see what's going on out there for sure.
Those are getting wet this morning.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
But they're going to dry out, too.
Yeah, exactly. No, it was pretty soggy this morning. I say was because, at least in the Spokane area, the rain has stopped, and that's it for the day. We are done. Meanwhile, the rain's still coming down pretty good in Coeur d'Alene, so definitely slowing some folks down here this morning in North Idaho. We're in the low 40s because of the rain and the thick cloud layer overhead. Here's the radar picture right now. It is clear in Spokane. A couple of sprinkles in the Micah Peak areas above Liberty Lake, above Post Falls on the south side there. The rain's still coming down pretty heavy in downtown Coeur d'Alene, but only for a couple more minutes. This is moving very fast. It's already dry in Post Falls and Rathdrum, and that is going to be it for us today. Wet weather continuing down from Harrison to St. Mary's area. Rosalia starting to dry out. Tico, you still got a few more minutes of rain. Garfield, Palouse down into Pullman and Moscow. You're going to be waiting a little bit longer as the tail end of this line continues to push on through here. So this shows you your chance of rain. The darker the color, the more likely you are to see rain at any given point during the clock there at the top of the screen. And so as we head towards about 9:30 or so, you can see in this pale color there, it's not a 0% chance, but it is very, very low across pretty much all of eastern Washington, the best chance for rain as we head kind of past about 8 o'clock or so is going to be down in the Orofino area and other parts of the central Idaho panhandle. We'll still keep a slight chance of a couple mountain sprinkles in North Idaho through about 11 o'clock, and then everything's pretty much done after that for the afternoon. We're going to see a lot of sunshine today and tomorrow as well. The next round of rain starts to come in on Friday. The rain chances are very low, though, for the afternoon hours. It's really not until we get into not the early evening where rain chances are down to about 20%. It's the late evening where those rain chances really drop up or go up in Northeast Washington and the Northern Panhandle. So trick-or-treaters, right as the sun goes down, if you get things going early, that is going to help you out. Highs will be in the 50s today. It's going to be chilly again tonight. Lows will be back down towards freezing. A cloudy Halloween, and we'll be having wet weather show up for the start of the weekend.
Get out there early. Get that. Plus, you'll get all the good candy then if you start early.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, you don't want to go to the places where they've run out.
Yeah, then all you have is like mints. I don't know. What's at the bottom of the candy bags? Good morning.
I think Dum-Dums.
No? Oh, yeah, probably the Dum-Dums.
I don't mind them.
Your time right now is 6:21.
This Saturday, the Washington State Cougars and Oregon State Beavers hit the gridiron for the first of 2 matchups this season. After the break, hear how the Cougs look to use the momentum from their win last weekend over Toledo to get the upper edge over the Beavers. That's next in Morning Sports. Candy corn, that's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Ew.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Born and raised in Spokane, Zach Sapone is a teacher who understands our challenges to get ahead. Zach goes above and beyond, standing up for working and middle-class families like his own. On council, he's delivered results, making housing more affordable, improving streets and transit, and creating safe, vibrant neighborhoods. Zach knows there's more to be done. That's why he's pushing forward on homelessness, housing, and public safety.
I'm Zach Sapone. I'm asking for your vote so we can keep fighting for everyone to have a fair shot.
In sports, to have a good offense, you need to know how to read the defense.
The same is true dealing with the insurance company after a car wreck.
They'll use every trick in their playbook to pay you as little as possible.
But we know their playbook.
Like the low ball.
The insurance company's all about paying you as little as possible.
They offer you a quick check and hope that you'll just go away.
Only to find out later you were entitled to more.
Don't get lowballed, call us.
We're attorneys Russell and Hill.
We know the insurance game.
And we know how to win.
At Parker Subaru, adventure doesn't wait. With a large inventory of Crosstreks, Outbacks, Foresters, and Ascents, your Subaru is ready right now.
New or used, Subaru has delivered decades of legendary longevity, rock-solid reliability, and award-winning safety.
With the Subaru Wilderness Package, our compact SUVs deliver unstoppable performance to every trail for every season.
Outdoor season never ends in the Northwest, and Parker Subaru has the vehicles built to handle it all right here in beautiful.
Our current extreme team, Parasports in Newman Lake, helping youth and adults with mobility and vision impairment, and we're going to renovate 3,000 square feet for comfort zones. The 4 News Now Extreme team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
You would never go years without changing your oil. Did you know not maintaining your water heater can cause serious issues? Sediment can reduce efficiency, causing higher energy bills, leaks, and water heater failure. Sediment also causes bacteria that impacts water quality. An annual flush is the best defense against costly damage to your home, health, and wallet. Right now, Gold Seal Plumbing is offering an $89 water heater flush to keep your home and family safe and worry-free. So call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
Don't miss your chance to see The Lion King, one of the most awe-inspiring productions ever brought to life on stage.
Returning to Spokane. Visit BroadwaySpokane.com today for tickets.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. Washington State closed out a phenomenal win over the Toledo Rockets this past Saturday, bringing their record to 500 and inching just a little bit closer towards bowl bid. The Cougs won through a sharp 6.5-minute, 12-play drive that ended in a touchdown, effectively putting the game away late. This impressive clinching run came with a penalty, too, that pushed the Cougs back before a Kirby Voorhees touchdown. Head coach Jimmy Rogers spoke about how they overcame a mistake and closed out this game a lot better than their previous late losses.
I can't remember when the last time we done that, where we got a pre-snap penalty and we got ourselves out of the situation, and it happened too in critical moments, and we got to stop doing that. And that was kind of the message to the team, because if we can stay together and connected, complementary football, we'll have success because we're doing enough good in all three phases to have success. We just can't kill ourselves.
The Cougs now ready for their first of 2 Pac-2 meetings against the Oregon State Beavers. Kickoff in Corvallis Saturday at 4:30 p.m. And be sure to join us on Thursday night for our edition of Spooky Sports Extra. That's coming up tomorrow. It's the same Friday night Sports Extra that you love, just moved over to Thursday this week. Mia Green and myself will bring you the ghostly highlights from all of the high school football games around the Inland Northwest. And voting for the game of the week for that Spooky Sports Extra is open. This closes at 8 p.m. tonight. Your choices are Cheney taking on Mount Spokane, big time 3A game. West Valley Eagles of the East Valley Knights for the big time 2A game. And then Colville against Lakeside for the big time 1A game. Cast your vote right now. Head over to KXLY.com. That's all for morning sports. We're going to be back tonight at 6 at Nightside for more local sports.
And in the World Series, the Toronto Blue Jays shook off their 18-inning loss to beat the Dodgers 6-2 last night, defeating Shohei Ohtani on the mound to even the World Series 2 games apiece. The Jays superstar Vladimir Guerrero Jr. delivered a 2-run home run in the 3rd inning. And a 4-run 7th inning helped close the door on L.A. Game 5 goes down tonight at 5 o'clock, the last game in L.A. before returning to Toronto.
Still haven't decided if I'm rooting for anyone or who I'm rooting for in this series, or honestly, I haven't watched a game. So
at least it's exciting. At least it's not a blowout, which I think a lot of people thought the Dodgers were just going to run off with it. And I'm glad they're not.
They're holding their own. It makes our loss maybe a little bit more worth it.
It's now 6:26.
While millions worry about their next meal, the White House is moving forward with a $300 million ballroom project. The shutdown's growing impact on families and federal workers. That's next.
Plus, the Vista rate changes kick in Saturday with electricity bills jumping $17 compared to last year. But there's good news for gas customers. What you need to know coming up. And as we go to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, how ChatGPT is about to shake up the world of online shopping.
It eliminates the friction between having to search for something, find the product, and then buy it. We're starting to see shopping look a lot different now.
Tens of millions of PayPal merchants, including small businesses, will be able to sell within ChatGPT.
The way that the American consumer and consumers in general are searching for their merchandise is shifting.
OpenAI has announced partnerships with Etsy, Shopify, and Walmart, letting their customers complete purchases inside the app.
Not only is it going to help discoverability, but it's also going to teach people what our product does, how it works, and make the checkout process seamless.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll tell you how it all works. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rebecca Jarvis, ABC News, New York.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. Now I have Skyrizi.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Controlling my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
And now I'm back in the picture. Feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks with Skyrizi, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements. Skyrizi helped visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. And with Skyrizi, many were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or UC.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease. Skyrizi is also approved for ulcerative colitis.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms can keep coming back.
break away to what's possible with Tremfya. With rapid remission at 12 weeks and fewer bowel movements and less abdominal pain at 4 weeks. Most patients achieve remission at 1 year, and some patients saw visible healing of the intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Backed by over 15 years of clinical research. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
DJ Mickey and his friends invite you to an adventure that's off the charts. Only at Disney on Ice Let's Dance. Enjoy a special holiday sing-along pre-show included with your ticket. Playing Spokane Arena November 14th through 16th.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We start this half hour with the 4 News Now story tracker and some of the stories people are talking about today.
It's been nearly 3 years since the Virginia teacher Abby Zwerner was shot and seriously injured by her 6-year-old student. Now, her $40 million lawsuit against the Newport News Public Schools has made it to trial. Officials say back in 2023, the 6-year-old brought his mother's handgun to the elementary school where he intentionally shot Zwerner during her first grade class. Zwerner's lawyer argues that the school's assistant principal at the time, Ebony Parker, failed to act after being told multiple times that day that the boy had a gun. This trial is expected to last 2 weeks.
We could all soon be getting a ticket for an aeroplane that flies faster than the speed of sound. It's called the X-59, and it could be this century's Concorde. NASA's experimental jet taking off yesterday on its first test flight over the California desert. It's the first aircraft to break the sound barrier quietly. NASA says it's no louder than the slamming of a car door. The explosive-like sonic boom is why commercial supersonic flight has been banned over the U.S. Future supersonic travel could be especially important for industries involved in medical transportation and disaster relief.
Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Wednesday, October 29th. Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Gray and our first alert forecast. A wet start this morning.
Yes, it is a wet start. Even if the rain has ended where you are, we're going to see plenty of wet roads out there this morning. So looking at the radar, you can see it's sweeping clear at Spokane. That was not the case, though, when we came on the air here at 5 a.m. You can see over the last couple of hours how quickly things have changed. The rain started and ended basically in about a 2.5-hour period in the I-90 corridor. The rain is just now ended here in the downtown Coeur d'Alene area. Still going to see some wet weather as you head up to 4th of July Pass and then over to the Silver Valley here over the next hour or so. But this line of showers, it's moving fast. And so in places like St. Mary's, the rain's going to end here within a couple of minutes. And then no more than 30 minutes left with some of the rain that's happening right now in Pullman and Moscow. So a fast mover, it's in and out, and that leaves us with some wet roads this morning and some pretty nice conditions for the rest of the day. In fact, for this afternoon, it's going to be sunny, and we're going to be getting up into the 50s for the first time in a few days. So should be quite nice here for the middle of this week. I'll tell you if those nice conditions will last to Halloween coming up.
We are continuing to track Hurricane Melissa, which is now a Category 2 storm. Take a look at this video. You can see some of the impact, water rushing down streets and even pouring into homes in Cuba. The storm hit early this morning as a Category 3 hurricane with winds up to 120 miles per hour. Authorities say the biggest threat right now is flooding. Already, more than 700,000 have evacuated in Cuba, and officials are still working to see if everyone is still alive. So far, Melissa has been deadly. 7 people have died, 3 in Jamaica, 3 in Haiti, and 1 in the Dominican Republic. Right now, the storm is moving toward the Bahamas, and officials in the region are on high alert. President Trump says the U.S. is ready to help, and already U.S. rescue teams have been deployed to assist those affected. We'll continue to track Melissa and keep you updated as those updates come in. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. Well, in D.C. today, a new move by the White House to clear way for President Trump's construction projects, including the $300 million ballroom and an arch leading to the city.
It comes as the government shutdown drags on. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio has our details.
Overnight, President Trump vowing to find a solution to help fund the federal nutrition program, SNAP.
We're going to get it done.
More than 24 states and Washington, D.C. have now sued the administration after it said it could not legally extend SNAP benefits during the shutdown. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are scrambling to fund the program before it lapses this weekend. 42 million people rely on the program to feed their families.
I'm angry. I'm angry that the politicians that make the decisions don't care. They can just go on vacation, go on recess, and not worry about what's happening to their constituents.
Air traffic controllers missing their first full paycheck, but still required to work, some up to 6 days a week. Their pay stubs, like this one, reading 0. The shutdown marching forward as Democrats remain dug in on their demand that health care tax credits be extended to prevent premiums from skyrocketing. In a break with her party, Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene is accusing Republicans of not having a plan to tackle health care costs. House Speaker Mike Johnson says Republicans are willing to negotiate, but only after Democrats agreed to reopen the government.
We're on the precipice of a historic crisis, and Republicans don't even want to talk to us about fixing it. And Trump, where's he? Not even in the U.S.
President Trump is negotiating trade deals in Asia, but back in D.C., it's the president's construction plans that are making headlines. The White House saying it's now fired all 6 members of a commission that was set to review plans for the White House ballroom, as well as plans for a new ark that will serve as a national monument. A White House official saying, "We are prepared to appoint a new slate of members to the commission that are more aligned with President Trump's America First policies." And back to the government shutdown. A federal judge has once again blocked the Trump administration from firing federal workers during the shutdown. The Justice Department is expected to appeal. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
And because of the shutdown, local food banks are seeing more families in anticipation of expiring food stamp benefits. If the government doesn't reopen, funding for food stamps will run out in a few days. The food bank at Partners Inland Northwest says it served 280 households yesterday. The food bank is seeing huge increases in the number of new households it's serving. But Partners says it has emergency funding to buy food to meet that demand.
And I think people are coming here kind of trying to stock up, as if there was an incoming flood or something. They just want to come in and get the services that they need in case their funding doesn't come through in November.
Partners says community members are organizing food drives to help the food bank supply, and donating shelf-stable food is the best way you can help. Also, due to the federal shutdown, Spokane's WIC offices will close tomorrow and will remain closed until further notice. Just yesterday, we reported the Agriculture Department is using tariff money to keep the WIC program going. Spokane's WIC recipients will continue to get benefits, but if you need appointments or additional help, you'll need to contact the state for assistance.
Avista customers are going to see changes to their monthly bills starting Saturday. The company says the average electricity customer will see their bill rise nearly $127. It's an increase of about $3 a month. While that monthly increase may appear modest, electricity customers will pay roughly $17 more per month compared to last year's rates. However, the average monthly natural gas bill will drop to around $87. Avista says this reduction stems from lower wholesale natural gas costs. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:38.
All right, let's get you over to meteorologist Matt Gray, taking a look at what we're expecting. So some of us were really getting the rain.
It was coming down this morning.
It sure was, but tapering off.
And now it's gone.
Whoa,
just like that. Hey, it's pretty warm this morning here as well. We were down to freezing yesterday. Now we're in the 40s to get our morning started. Just don't expect that to last beyond today. I'm tracking more chilly morning temperatures coming up.
And still to come on Good Morning Northwest, last-minute candy shoppers will face higher prices as we inch closer to Halloween. Some candies see double-digit increases. What to expect at the store just ahead.
Plus, a residency lawsuit threatens to derail Alejandro Barrientos' city council campaign just days before the election. He calls it political weaponization. The Spokane County Auditor says these challenges happen regularly. We've got this full story coming up next.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Hi, Jessica.
I've heard that you can come the same day I call you.
Give us an address and we're on our way.
But how?
1-800-GOT-JUNK is the world's largest junk removal service.
I want you to come today.
We're on our way.
25 years ago, when Spokane's downtown was dying, we reclaimed our city, and the world noticed. Now, they're noticing something different. Property crime, open drug use, filth on sidewalks.
but we can fix it. Alejandro has real solutions to clean up crime while also offering real help to those in need. Kate Tellis is against the initiative to clean up our streets. So please, vote for Alejandro to restore our city.
You've got a big day, and you need to smell fresh. That's why the all-new Unstoppables gives your clothes a 24-hour non-stop freshness. So no matter how long the day goes, you
Can't stop this power, this walk, this pose, this strut, this look, this talk.
Unstoppables fresh. Smell unstoppable.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR plus no monthly payments until next year on select Sierra 1500 models.
ShopDaveSmith.com.
After a car wreck, Big Insurance moves fast to protect themselves, not you. That's why it's critical to call us as soon as possible.
With Craig Swap & Associates, we make sure the process is fair for you.
I knew I really needed help after my accident, so I called Craig Swap & Associates. They not only fought for me, but treated me fairly every step of the way.
The sooner you call us, the faster we can make things right. One call, that's all.
Call the 9s, 509-999-9999.
Your junk isn't nearly as weird as you think.
I think it's weird.
We've picked up several thousand cans of tuna.
Wow.
400 wedding dresses, a chair made of pancakes, and a couch full of bees. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Anxiety, depression, trauma. They're hitting students harder than ever. But now, Spokane schools and doctors are bringing help right to campus. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. I'll show you how this resource is becoming a lifeline for families. Tonight at 6 on 4 News Now.
Your time is now 6:42. Less than a week now from Election Day, a judge is deciding if City Council candidate Alejandro Barrientos is eligible to run following a lawsuit that was filed against him. If a judge decides he is not eligible after Election Day and Barrientos wins, they could order the elections office to not certify him as the winner. Spokane County Auditor Vicki Dalton says this is far from unprecedented.
There's been many challenges to a candidate's residency over the years, and so our Superior Court is very well versed in what they need to do and when they need to do it.
Barrientos responded to the lawsuit in a statement saying, "This is an attempt to weaponize a painful period for my family for political gain, and he says, I am a resident of District 2 and look forward to representing my neighbors on the City Council." You can read more about this case on KXLY.com.
It's time to plan your day. The rain is clearing out. That's going to leave us with sunny conditions here for the back end of this morning. The afternoon, sunny and seasonable as well. Should be a very nice Wednesday across our region. Clear conditions usually mean chilly evenings and cold mornings. That's exactly what we're going to see as we head back down towards freezing tonight.
Well, if you haven't bought candy for the trick-or-treaters yet, I am on that list. But you may be in for some sticker shock when you head to the checkout counter. A spokesperson for the National Confectioners Association says candy costs are high this year. We've been telling you about it. And when it comes to chocolate candy, producers are changing how they're selling their treats. This could mean less chocolate per package, less cocoa content in the candy, meaning you could notice a little less intense chocolate flavor.
We expect that sales of chocolate and candy for the Halloween season will grow by about 3% this year.
Well, in terms of prices, Hershey's variety packs are seeing a 22% increase in price compared to 2024. Reese's peanut butter cups up 8%, and Mars variety packs are up 12%. So if you're a chocolate lover, just be prepared as you're heading to the checkout counter.
Yeah, ouch. It's now 6:44.
Well, we'll be back with Matt's full forecast coming up right after this commercial break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
This week on Neutrogena Remembers.
Will you marry me?
I love you.
If you remember these two, it may be time to start using Neutrogena Retinol Regenerating Cream. It can reverse 7 years of visible aging. Great skin. Oh, to be young.
Hello, I'm Lennon Smithson. For more than 20 years, I have served Spokane's legal community as an attorney, a prosecutor, and your city attorney. I could retire. However, in the past few years, I've seen changes for the worse in public safety and drug addiction. That's why I felt a calling to run for Spokane Municipal Court Judge, position number 2, to reform community court and hold prolific offenders accountable. Spokane is my city, and I want to make it safer. With your vote, we'll restore public confidence in our court system.
Join the Circle of Life at the Lion King. Experience the world's #1 musical. Don't miss your chance to see The Lion King, one of the most awe-inspiring productions ever brought to life on stage.
Returning to Spokane for 3 weeks only this January. Get your tickets today at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Touchdown on savings at George Key Kia Spokane. We're clearing out all new 2025 Kias at huge discounts to make room for the new 2026 Kias on the way. Shop over 350 new Kias and score big. Locally owned, family operated, always exceeding your expectations with unbeatable deals and exceptional customer service. Don't miss this chance to save. Visit George Key Kia Spokane off I-90 and Liberty Lake or shop anytime at SpokaneKia.com.
Born and raised in Spokane, Zach Sapone is a teacher who understands our challenges to get ahead. That's why he's pushing forward on homelessness, housing, and public safety.
I'm Zach Sapone. I'm asking for your vote so we can keep fighting for everyone to have a fair shot.
In celebration of Veterans Day, 4 News Now and BECU would like to honor those who've served our country. Go to KXLY.com, submit a photo and a short write-up on a veteran or military member. 4 News Now, honoring our heroes. Brought to you by BECU.
So Scott, obviously the shed builders have been busy.
Yes, they have. We have sheds for days. Whether it be 8 foot wide and 4 feet deep to 10 foot wide and 20 feet deep, we have the shed size to take care of you.
Ziggy's!
Yeah, Ziggy's. 4 News Now is brought to you by Sandpoint Furniture.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:47. We got another Halloween display to show you about this morning. This one is going to be up in the Indian Trail neighborhood. Lots of blown up things that you can drive by at night. Looks awesome.
Huge, yeah. 6811 North Greenwood Boulevard. They want you to come by and check it out. And it gets even funkier tomorrow, Friday, when they put out the Skeleton Band in the front yard with music and the whole deal. So
welcoming all those trick-or-treaters.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Great way to kick off the day.
Those things got blown around a little bit, got a little rained on, but now they get a chance to dry out.
Yeah, we're going to dry out for a little while. Really, our next opportunity for rain, unfortunately, does come Friday evening. But things have been trending in a positive direction for that as far as how impactful that would be. Yeah, fingers crossed, everybody. Let's take a look at the information for your amusement and planning, etc. So, we saw quite a bit of rain this morning. If you were up early with us, you probably got woken up by that rain. Now it is moving out of the area. In fact, the rain's going to end pretty shortly around Pullman and Moscow. It is quickly moving through the Silver Valley. It looks like this front's even picking up some speed here. So we're going to see that rain in and out of here very quickly this morning. Temperatures are quite warm with the cloud cover that came in along with this wet weather. You can see even in Colville, we're only in the upper 30s. We're in the low 40s in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. That's likely where we are going to end up staying today for our lows in the morning. 40 in Pullman, 50 in the LC Valley. We're even above freezing at Lookout Pass. Snow level's pretty high with this system. You can see here, there's your temperatures as we take a little bit of a closer look. We're even seeing only about 45 degrees for Liberty Lake and Coeur d'Alene. A far cry from where we were with our temperatures when we were in, when we were waking up yesterday. Speaking of yesterday, you know, we were down towards freezing. Guess what? Tonight, with clearing skies, we're going to be back down there again. 22 tonight in Colville. Going to be cold again. 31 in Spokane, 34 tonight in Coeur d'Alene, 29 in Pullman. Remember, when the skies are clear this time of the year, that's when those temperatures really start to drop. So we got a couple nights like this, and then we'll warm up again with another chance of rain. Happy Halloween on Friday. A 20% chance of rain, so I've lowered those odds even further. It'll be very late in the evening that those chances are the highest. So you know what? If you can get out early for the trick-or-treating with the kiddos, I think that is a good idea because that'll minimize any opportunities you have for some sprinkly weather. Saturday looks like it's going to be the wettest day, and then a nice looking day shaping up here for Sunday as well. Let's show you the latest radar simulation here as we are going to see periods of cloudiness, especially on Halloween itself. This is Friday afternoon. Some rain up at the Cascades, around the Methow Valley, maybe even down into the Omak and Wenatchee and Chelan areas. And then as we head towards that kind of 6:30, 7, 8 8 o'clock, the prime trick-or-treat time. A couple of showers in Northeast Washington, but at this point, I don't see anything that would be a huge impact or a huge inconvenience when it comes to trick-or-treating. Take a look at your 7-day forecast and what you could expect heading into November coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Horizon Credit Union, proud sponsor of the Extreme Team.
Today through this Monday, if you're hunting for the best selection of sporty used trucks and four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive SUVs,
we got them, and we are pricing them right to move them out.
Which means it's the perfect time to upgrade your vehicle to a better set of wheels before the winter months arrive. Bag a truck and save $1. Plus, this week, Cal is offering a minimum $2,000 trade-in for your old ride.
You want it? Cal's got it.
Hey everyone, it's Zap from Mainstream Home Services. Since 2000, Mainstream has been your go-to team for all things plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical. If you're looking for an all-in-one home service company, look no further. At Mainstream, we're here to help day or night, weekends, and holidays. Give us a call at 866-411-ZAP. Mainstream Solutions, not surprises.
Last year, I found my daughter playing with a piece of foil, and my world stopped. The panic hit me. Fentanyl, her future, everything flashing before my eyes. Now, she's scared to touch anything on the ground. That is unacceptable. I'm Alejandro Barrientos, and she is the reason why I'm running for City Council. I support Prop 1, and my opponent does not. I work to make Spokane more affordable for families and seniors and reduce homelessness with compassion and accountability. I'm Alejandro Barrientos, and I ask for your vote.
What's more powerful than an unexpected storm? Insurance that helps clean it up. Western National Insurance. That's the power of nice.
Call in your holiday heroes. Let Eat Good Group and our team of culinary pros take the heavy lifting out of this year's holiday party. Our team is ready to build for any type of event, from small dinner parties to large corporate gatherings. Laughing Dog Tap Room in Sandpoint, Honey in Coeur d'Alene, Baba and Francais in Spokane. La Catering can make any space shine. Eat Good Group, your holiday heroes. Book today at eatgoodgroup.com.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:53, and it's time to get you ready to take on your Wednesday in the morning sprint.
Just 2 days until Halloween. Matt Gray is here to let you know how much to bundle up for trick-or-treating on Friday.
But first, Jamaica is waking up to widespread devastation from Hurricane Melissa. Now, a Category 2 storm over Cuba. We got Hannah Joy tracking the storm this morning.
That's right, Natalie. Hurricane Melissa is at a Category 2 storm. The storm actually hit Cuba early this morning with winds up to 120 miles per hour. Authorities say right now the biggest threat is flooding. Already more than 700,000 have evacuated. So far, Melissa has been deadly, and officials are still trying to figure out if anyone is alive. The storm is moving toward the Bahamas, and for updates on these conditions, tune in to Good Morning America.
In your local forecast, it was pretty wet this morning, but things are already beginning to dry out from this fast-moving system. That brings us to partly cloudy conditions this morning. Temperatures quite warm as well compared to what we saw yesterday in the 40s. We'll end up in the 50s this afternoon with lots of sunshine and a brisk west-southwest wind. We'll stay dry up through midday Friday at least, maybe 1 or 2 sprinkles by the time we get to trick-or-treat time on Friday.
New information on a shooting in the Logan neighborhood. Police arrested a second person suspected of murdering Sean Cranford. 19-year-old Marius Velasquez was arrested in Olympia Monday. He's accused of killing Cranford October 17th following a dispute over a car title. Police previously arrested Zachary McGriff for the same murder. He is in the Spokane County Jail, held on murder and robbery charges. Detectives are asking anyone who may have video of the shooting to share it with them. You can reach out by calling Crime Check at 509-456-2233.
Local food banks are seeing more families in anticipation of expiring food stamps because of the government shutdown. If the government does not reopen, funding for food stamps will run out in just a few days. The food bank at Partners Inland Northwest says that it's seeing huge increases in the number of new households it's serving, but Partners says that it has emergency funding to buy food to meet that demand.
Also, due to the federal shutdown, Spokane's WIC offices will close tomorrow and will remain closed until further notice. Just yesterday, we reported the Agriculture Department is using tariff money to keep the WIC program going. Spokane's WIC recipients will continue to get benefits, but if you need appointments or additional help, you will need to contact the state for assistance.
Avista customers are going to see changes to their monthly bills starting Saturday. The company says the average electricity customer will see their bill rise to nearly $127. While that monthly increase may appear modest, electricity customers will pay roughly $17 more per month compared to last year's rates. Avista says the reduction stems from lower wholesale natural gas costs.
Spokane's new citywide camping ban is now in effect. The council passed the Safe and Accessible Public Spaces measure Monday night. It allows officers to enforce stricter penalties on people camping on streets and blocking public property. Police must now give two options: treatment or a citation that likely means an arrest. Spokane Police haven't shared how they plan to enforce the new law yet. Spokane Mayor Lisa Brown will hold a news conference this morning at 9 about this. We will be there. You can stream it by downloading our streaming app, KXLY Plus, on your connected TV.
Less than a week from Election Day now, and a judge is deciding if City Council candidate Alejandro Barrientos is eligible to run following a lawsuit that was filed against him. If a judge decides he's not eligible after Election Day and Barrientos wins, they could order the elections office not to certify him as the winner. Spokane County Auditor Vicki Dalton says this is far from unprecedented.
And ballot boxes are now open around Spokane if you'd like to drop off yours before Election Day. There are 27 boxes located around Spokane County.
A spokesperson for the National Confectioners Association says candy costs are high this year. Hershey's variety packs are seeing a 22% increase in price compared to 2024. Reese's peanut butter cups are up 8%, and Mars variety packs are up 12%.
And one more look at the Halloween display in the Indian Trail neighborhood this morning. Ooh, that is a creepy car there. It is on a garage at 6811 North Greenwood Boulevard. They want you to come check out their cool display there. It gets even better on Halloween.
Looking awesome.
Yeah, it is so good. We will have a final check of your forecast heading into the Halloween weekend with meteorologist Matt Gray. That's coming up right after this quick commercial break.
This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
Febreze. I don't know about y'all, but when it comes to working from home, I gotta have every part of my house clean. That means tidying up, then spraying my Febreze air mist to leave every room smelling fresh and clean. With that done, it's time to get to work.
Look, we're great with teeth. We're toothbrushes.
But we're not the best with tongues, cheeks, and everything in between.
We need backup. The clinically proven essential oils in Listerine clean every surface of your mouth.
For whole mouth health, Listerine. Wash your mouth.
When you're in a car wreck, we're not just here to fight for you. We're here as a family.
When I reached out to Craig Swaff and Associates, it got started right away. They made sure I received everything I was owed.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Oh, you're looking at a spooky Halloween display. We've been taking a look at some of these around town all week. Let us know if you've got a display in your neighborhood or you've got one at your house. We'd love to see it here as we got a couple more mornings Before we get into trick-or-treat time, which, by the way, is going to be somewhat cloudy, we will have at least a chance for a couple of showers, but I am much more optimistic than I was at the start of the week that we are going to see not very much impact as you go about your evening. Now, Saturday, likely to be an impactful day as we see wet weather across the region. We fall back to a beautiful Sunday, the way things are looking.
All right, thanks so much for watching this morning.
GMA starts now. We'll see you throughout the morning here.